For decades, a remote property in northern Utah known as Skinwalker Ranch has remained one of the most enigmatic sites on Earth. Mysterious lights, inexplicable animal mutilations, bizarre electromagnetic disturbances, and countless UFO sightings have been reported there for generations. Yet no one has been able to definitively explain the nature of the phenomena. Now, a team of scientists, engineers, and experts led by owner Brandon Fugel, and including astrophysicist Dr. Travis Taylor, are conducting the most ambitious investigation yet, combining rigorous scientific methods with advanced technology to uncover the truth behind the ranch's secrets. The story begins with Dr. Taylor, who, after decades of work with NASA, the U.S. Army, and the Department of Defense, was invited to join the ranch's research team. Unbeknownst to his colleagues at the time, Taylor had also served as the chief scientist for the Pentagon's Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, UAPTF, an official program dedicated to studying UAPs, formerly known as UFOs. This revelation, made years later, confirmed suspicions among the team that what they were dealing with at Skinwalker Ranch was of significant interest to the U.S. government. Taylor's role had been classified under federal law, but once he entered the private sector, he could finally share parts of his findings, lending even more weight to the ranch's ongoing research. One of the most puzzling findings at Skinwalker Ranch is a persistent 1.6 gigahertz radio signal detected repeatedly in the area, far outside the normal frequency range of most human technologies. This mysterious signal, which sometimes coincides with unexplained physical phenomena, raised enough concern that Taylor initially briefed Pentagon officials about its potential national security implications. The fact that no known U.S. or foreign source was responsible only deepened the mystery. The ranch's investigations also revealed physical anomalies beneath the surface. During a drilling operation into a mesa, a large rocky plateau on the property, researchers struck a massive dome-shaped object approximately 400 feet long. The drill could not penetrate it, and samples extracted from the surrounding material contained alloys identical to those used by NASA to protect spacecraft. Whether this is a natural formation, a remnant of ancient technology, or something else entirely remains unknown, but it has become a major focus of ongoing research. Above the ground, the mysteries deepen. A region of the ranch known as the Triangle, located about a mile above the property, has produced some of the most extraordinary data. Instruments have detected the same 1.6 gigahertz signal there, and objects including rockets and laser beams have been deflected by unseen forces. During aerial surveys, helicopters have recorded shadowy, fast-moving UAPs darting beneath them, and in one instance, an object appeared to ascend from the mesa into the triangle and vanish into thin air. Some observers have even speculated that portals' windows into other dimensions could be opening in the region, though no conclusive evidence has been obtained. To probe these anomalies, the team deployed an array of advanced technologies. One key experiment involved flying a helicopter equipped with a handheld LiDAR scanner directly into the triangle's airspace. The device, which uses infrared lasers to map three-dimensional structures, detected unexplained objects approximately 300 feet above the ground, much lower than the mile-high phenomena typically recorded. Simultaneously, the helicopter was buffeted by invisible forces despite calm wind conditions, and onboard instruments registered electromagnetic interference. These anomalies were consistent with earlier photogrammetry data, which had shown a mysterious column-like structure in the same location. Subsequent LiDAR scans revealed additional anomalies, including objects that seemed to hover in midair and persist as the helicopter orbited them. Yet the data proved frustratingly inconclusive. Some results suggested sensor ghosting, while others indicated genuine unexplained structures. Still, the consistency of detections across multiple technologies suggested that something real, though poorly understood, was present. Seeking further evidence, the team expanded its research into the local community, where eyewitnesses reported sightings of strange lights and craft, particularly around a nearby reservoir called Bottle Hollow. Indigenous Ute and Navajo oral histories describe Skinwalker Ranch as cursed land home to shape-shifting beings and interdimensional forces, stories that, while ancient and mythological, intriguingly parallel many of the phenomena documented by modern instruments. Back on the ranch, experiments continued. One ambitious test involved deploying a swarm of 200 drones programmed to fly in precise geometric patterns above the triangle and east field, another hotspot. The drones, equipped with high-precision GPS and redundant communication systems, should have maintained perfect formation. But as they entered the anomaly zone around 300 feet altitude, many abruptly veered off course or lost connection entirely. Dozens returned to the ground unexpectedly, while others suffered rapid battery drain phenomena the drone operators, who had conducted hundreds of flights elsewhere, had never encountered. Even more astonishing, when the drones exited the area, they immediately regained control and reassembled into formation, strongly suggesting an environmental cause. The anomalies were not limited to the air. GPS data from the drones displayed bizarre distortions, with points plotted deep underground, sometimes inside the mesa itself, and forming shapes reminiscent of vortices or wormholes. This raised profound questions about whether space-time itself might be distorted in localized regions of the ranch. Simultaneously, terrestrial LiDAR scans showed chunks of data inexplicably displaced, with some points shifted miles away and aligned precisely with the site of the buried dome-shaped object. This suggested that whatever was affecting instruments in the sky might also be linked to phenomena below the surface. The team's experiments with drones and rockets also appeared to trigger aerial events. On multiple occasions, bright, unidentified aerial phenomena appeared, hovered briefly, then shot upward and vanished. One such object, described as dumbbell-shaped with dark indentations, closely resembled a UAP photographed by a U.S. Navy F divided by A, 18 pilot in 2019, an image Taylor had personally reviewed during his tenure with the UAP task force. The similarity between these sightings suggested the possibility of a recurring phenomenon observed in multiple locations under different conditions. Attempts to observe the anomalies optically proved equally perplexing. High-powered telescopes aimed at the triangle malfunctioned just as drones and GPS devices had refusing to operate properly when focused on the anomaly zone. Despite these setbacks, cameras captured glowing objects traversing the sky and disappearing without warning, sometimes near Jupiter's position, appearing almost as large as the planet itself to the naked eye. The scientific data gathered so far defy conventional explanations. The interference with electromagnetic signals, the sudden changes in atmospheric conditions, the unexplained forces acting on aircraft, and the consistent detection of structured anomalies across multiple independent systems all point to a place phenomenon that is both real and deeply complex. The data also suggest a potential connection between the anomalous airspace above Skinwalker Ranch and the enigmatic subterranean structures beneath the mesa. In the aftermath of these experiments, the team began planning the next phase of research. Proposed methods included deploying high-speed cameras capable of capturing thousands of frames per second to better analyze fleeting UAP appearances, conducting more detailed ground-penetrating radar scans to map the buried dome-shaped structure, and even drilling deeper into the mesa itself. The goal is not only to collect more data, but to piece together a comprehensive understanding of the underlying mechanisms driving the phenomena. What has emerged from years of rigorous investigation is a picture of Skinwalker Ranch as a unique, highly active environment where physical, electromagnetic, and possibly space-time anomalies intersect. It is a place where advanced technology behaves unpredictably, where instruments detect objects that should not exist, and where aerial phenomena mirror those documented by military pilots and government task forces. Despite decades of effort by both private researchers and federal agencies, definitive answers remain elusive. Yet the deeper the team probes, whether into the sky above the triangle or the ground beneath the mesa, the more compelling the evidence becomes that something extraordinary is occurring. It may involve advanced technology beyond current human capability, unknown natural phenomena, or perhaps interactions with realities we do not yet understand. Whatever the explanation, the pursuit of knowledge at Skinwalker Ranch continues to push the boundaries of science, challenging our understanding of physics, space, and the universe itself.